Hi Somajit, welcome on YourPedia.
Yes, good evening, sir. It's a
Okay,
great time to meet all of you, and I would like to thank the YourPedia team, for like giving me a continuous effort, and still I am getting for the all other processes.
okay. Somajit, you got more than half of a dozen selections in very good universities abroad, and they are wonderful universities, high quest ranked universities for MS programs, for direct PhD programs, and you are also a student from very good background, academic background. So, I would like to interact with you, Soumya, and the purpose of this interaction will be to provide as much detail as possible to the students who aspire to create a very good career opportunities for them in the form of higher education abroad. एंड आपने जितना प्रोसेस ट्रेवल किया, जितने आपने सिलेक्शंस ली हैं, एंड आपकी जो जर्नी है, दैट विल बी वेरी वेरी इंस्पायरिंग फॉर स्टूडेंट्स एंड very very informative also. So Soumya, I would like to start with your background first. Which part of India you are from, and what was
I'm
your
from,
academic background, from where you done your initial schooling and your graduation? What was your course? Those kind of details, please, you provide.
okay, it's great. It's great. I'm very much being nostalgic as well as it will be good for me to go down the memory lane just to thinking about the backgrounds because I'm not a person who came from the background even that is like with having the proper having the high level of schooling. Rather, I'm a person who went in the vernacular medium because it was the
Okay.
only available resource for me. However, like the only things has motivated me that is happened that academicians has been populated in my family. So
Okay.
only things I have got that were like all the instincts how to analyze everything as well as the support always that to like go one step ahead what you are thinking right now.
Mm.
These two things
Okay.
I had in like on mind. Then I
Mm.
have started to prepare like generally I'm frankly speaking that
Mm.
being a like person whose family is academicians and my father is a high school teacher of mathematics. So
Okay.
I was
Mm.
just like having one step ahead of the one senior class studies in my
Mm.
initial days. Like
Mm.
when I was in the class
Mm.
sixth, I started my like subject of the seventh.
Okay.
Similarly, it happened that when I was in the 10th, so I have started dealing with lots of competitive exams.
Mm.
Like frankly speaking, if anyone check my profile, I was the person that who was in the top 20 in the International Astronomy Olympiad. That was like in the level of the national.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah. As well
Okay.
as like other competitive exams, as well as dealing with new problems that gained me to deal with KVPY, and I was a scholar for both essay and essays.
Mm. Mm.
So some other
Okay.
scholarship also I got. So I'm not going to deep down much. Rather, I
Mm.
faced one challenge that was the medium. Medium.
Mm.
I was from the vernacular medium. I had to crack my JEE advanced exam that is in the
Mm.
English. So
Okay.
challenges were there. However,
Mm.
I had to struggle a much that
Mm.
to how I can overcome it. Yeah,
Mm.
my rank was not that much I have expected. However,
Mm.
I took some decisions to deal with. Then
Mm.
being a person like I am from the Kolkata and Bengal, so I never came out outside of the Bengal. So I never
Mm.
had the exposure of English as well as Hindi. So the
Mm.
main problem happened when I went to my college days. That
Mm.
was a communication gap. I couldn't
Mm.
speak with any of my batchmates,
Mm.
neither of
Mm.
my faculty nor
Mm.
anyone else. Neither I can
Mm.
go to the community market to buy something.
Mm.
So those days was really challenging. However, I would say that people like I started to interact. It
Mm.
might be wrong, it might be right, whatever. I don't like care about it. What people commenting about me.
Mm.
I just
Mm.
kept my confidence and moving it. That was
Mm.
my only first stepping stone.
Mm.
That to deal with the struggles that how I can do. Then
Mm.
COVID came. Like lots of things happen on my life. This
Mm.
is like all about the background. You can say that the
Okay.
basic things.
So Soumya, from where you done your graduation, and from which college and when?
Okay. I'm a pass out from the 2023. 9 to 23, I was a BTech guy in the civil engineering from
Mm.
IIT Bhubaneswar.
Okay. So you've done civil engineering from IIT Bhubaneswar, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So despite of the fact that you were having communication problems, communication, how to communicate with the professor and all because of the language issue,
yeah.
you could excel in your studies, right?
Yes, of course. Like, you know what happened? That when I started to put my effort, and my intention was not that to step back and just only thing, rather moving to the stepping forward with my like inabilities as well as making it my ability.
Mm,
My professors helped me.
mm,
Like, if I talk about my CGPA in the first year, I was a person who never stood even that in the rank in the batch of 70 or 80. I
mm,
never stood even before 20, like on the top 25
mhm,
because of
mm.
I couldn't read the whole English paragraphs and analyze and everything. I faced
Okay.
really a lot of struggle. However,
Okay.
I with the help of all the faculties as well as the persons who have helped me, I ended up with the score of 8.96 CGPA and stood
Mm.
second in my branch.
Wonderful. Mm. So
It's along with
academically, since school days, you are very good, and even graduation, undergraduation also, you have done very good in academics.
sorry sir, could you please repeat once?
Mm. Yeah. Go ahead, Suman. Mm.
Sir, could you please repeat once
Yeah,
because
my
it
question
was
was like, I found you very good in academics in your school days also, as you were telling, and
yeah.
even in IIT Bhubaneswar in your civil engineering, you were very good in academics.
Yeah, sir, I won't say that very good. Rather, I would say that I put my effort to learn it as well as to flourish myself on the all other activities.
Okay.
Like I was not a person who is as a like I can say as a nerd. Rather,
Mm,
I would say that I was a person who loves to interact many people. I
mm,
I was a person who had 5 position of responsibilities in my 4 years.
mm,
So I would get very less time to study. Like
mm,
not I would say that I didn't study or anything.
mm,
Rather, just it happened for me to get a proper structure and guide from the all
mm.
my friends and everyone.
Okay. Mm. Okay. So, Soumya, now, uh, at what stage did you decide that you will go for higher education abroad?
Okay. So actually, it happened for me that like my parents all are from the academic background as well as they're academicians.
Right.
Uh, like though it is my grandfather or my father or any other uncles and aunts. So
Mm.
I had an instinct that I have to go for the higher education.
Okay.
Where
Mm,
it could be, how it could be, it was never decided for me. Like
mm.
when I was like in my class two or in my first year.
Okay.
But it was decided that I will do the go for the higher education.
Okay. Mm.
Then
So,
I started to
mm,
explore, and
okay.
it came on the way.
Okay. So now, coming to again, the journey for higher education, especially from top global institutes. So, for the students who are listening to you, can you tell that the person who has decided to go for top global institutes, where entire world must be competing for higher education opportunities, what a person should have with him in the form of his credentials, and during undergraduation how he should groom himself, मतलब क्या होना चाहिए उसके पास which helps him
Okay,
to get these options.
sir, actually, it's a great question, and I think you know, like everyone having their own opinion, different opinions.
Okay.
The
Mm,
first factor is that you should have the motivation.
mm,
What you want to do, why you want to do, and
mm.
what would be your goals in terms of like in a short term as well as mid term and long term.
Okay. Mm,
The second thing you must have, if you fail in any of the point, what
mm,
could be your backup point and how you can deal your failure.
mm,
If you you are afraid about your failure, you do not have backup plan, you cannot step forward. I had my backup plan, so I was moving forward with that. I'll say
mm,
that how what was my backup plan and how I planned it.
mm,
Third is that you have to be energetic as well.
mm,
No, without like energy, you cannot, because I was a person who used
mm,
to be in many activities. Rather, I was investing my time on my like research and all works. I'm
mm,
a person that who used to sleep, 4 to 5 hours in a day, not more
mm,
than that, because I never get time. Because
mm.
I'm a person who loves to interact. I was getting many calls, many people meeting those things. So many things. I enjoyed my college life and made more and more connections. Until
Okay,
you make more and more connections, you cannot be successful because the profile right on the spot is being checked. That at
okay,
first, whether
mm,
you can survive among the person that where you are meeting, or like lakhs of students, millions of students in there, and whether you can survive in that or not.
mm.
And
Okay,
I feel that I just like not got the past marks, rather I passed with the flying colors in that,
okay.
rather than the
Mm,
academia.
Good. So when you say more and more connection, what is the meaning of that, Somajit? With whom?
Okay, connections is it is not a definite. You are connecting with your friends, with your seniors, with your juniors, with your faculties, with your outside faculties, any one of your your habitat, your ecology as well as your
Okay.
niche.
Mm.
So
That
why
means it
I
should
am
be
saying,
interactive. Mm,
yeah, obviously, why I am
mm,
saying you will understand that what are their struggles, what
mm,
they are
mm,
doing, why they are
mm,
doing, what are
mm.
their backup plans, how they are feeling motivated, how
Okay.
they are engaging. This will
Mm,
help me. That's really I'm speaking that I was feeling that I was a person who is having this type of struggles. Yes,
mm,
other persons have other struggles. So I
mm,
am not a person that who is left feeling left out. That no, I just it is done for me. No, I have
mm,
many things to do that
mm.
motivated to me. Even the person I do not know at my entry point of the first year, I became one of the favorite junior of that person, and he forced me to learn new things.
Mm. Okay. Okay. So, Somay, now coming to again your college days, where you said that I was also parallelly putting effort in many other things, not only in academics. So I was making the balance, and you have also given some kind of suggestion to students that okay, they should be interactive with others, learn from others, share their thoughts with others, and must have connection or collaborations with them. So, is that reflected on your CV somewhere? Because most of the
Yes,
universities they
of
ask for
course.
the CV. So does that get reflected? And if you can show students some of your documents because they want to see that,
Okay,
what kind of profile you should have of a selected candidate?
of course, of course. Here, like coming to my CV.
Mm,
Okay. So when I like how to make the CV and how to deal with the CV, I'm not coming to that part. Rather,
mm,
let me put focus on that what I did. Let's like coming on my as my CV is way long. Let me find it out.
mm,
Yes, it was my position of responsibilities as well as extra academic activities.
mm,
Okay, so I was a person who was the placement coordinator. I
mm,
know how to deal with the corporate because in the foreign countries they are treating the students as colleagues.
mm,
So that skill gave me that to feel with that no, I can deal with the faculties. I was a person who was the general secretary as a founder in the civil engineering forum that I
mm,
established with the help of like other faculties and officials in the
mm,
IIT Bhubaneswar. So that time what I did, I connected more and more industries. So
mm,
I never thought that if I fail in my own plans, I
mm.
can have the backup to go in the industry because I am having the connections.
Okay.
So also that here you can see that I was like governor, secretary, and everything. I was a first member as well as
Mm,
having that lots of social activities even.
mm, mm. Okay.
So these things, it is lot is a minimal things that I am highlighting. Top of the iceberg.
Mm,
The many things are there that is like help me to come into the this top five of the
mm,
that's been listed
mm.
here.
Mm. So, what other things students should focus on this, Somajit?
Like as well as what I did that I have taken part in several competitions. One
Mhm.
is in the Inter-IIT Tech Meet as well as Inter-IIT Civil Conclave. And I
Mhm.
stood second in the Inter-IIT Civil Conclave. There, I got a really new problem statement. There
Mhm.
was a no solution in there right now. So that like helped me to develop a new critical thinking
Mhm.
actually. And
Mhm.
from there, I created several new problem statement that I
Mhm.
have given to my institute to much make more research on it.
Mhm. So, Somajit, your projects, BTech projects or your internships, these also play the crucial role.
Yes, of course, because all those things, let me come about the point.
Mhm.
If I say about my industrial experience,
Mhm.
that right now I am working as an senior business analyst in the analytics work.
Mhm.
Also, I have got my this intern Jacobs, that was one of the eminent company over the world providing their
Mhm.
solutions in the civil engineering. So
Mhm.
I managed my intern through my even this is also by my connections.
Mhm.
This is not provided me by the career development cell of the IIT. The
Mhm.
intern is the Nagaland one that was provided by the IIT
Mhm.
career development cell. So
Mhm.
this also gave me the feeling that how I can deal with the corporate. And
Mhm.
coming about the research, it
Mhm.
was like it was countless. That
Mhm.
one I did along with the University of Auckland, and I published the
Mhm.
research paper. Then
Mhm.
I have like right now with that project, I got one more project to do
Mhm.
on the like based upon the machine learning,
Mhm.
as well as my I did my second year
Mhm.
summer vacation. It was two internships. So one
Mhm.
is based upon the payment, another in the water resource.
Mhm.
So coming about all the publications, I am having one conference as well as one published state with 9 citations. And
Mhm.
furthermore, I am having two more publications that will be submitted in one in this month and another in the next month.
Mhm. Good. Mhm. Okay, that's wonderful. So, looks like it is a 3-4 page of CV, Somajit.
Yeah.
Mhm. Any other document, Somajit, which is required for admission abroad and which you want to show the students?
Okay. And also, I just need to add some more thing before going to the other documents.
Okay. Mm.
Uh, One thing is that like how much develop you can make yourself, but till the date do it. आप
Mm.
जितना करना कर सकते हो उतना करो.
Okay.
As seen that I worked as an like teaching experience I had. I worked as a teaching assistant
Okay.
in the one laboratory in the IIT
Mm.
Bhubaneswar. So I
Mm.
invested 3 hours per week
Mm.
along with my all other courseworks and everything. तो इसके लिए मेरे को इतना ही ऑप्शन मिला है जो
Mm.
like when funding was provided, never think that it has been professors that whether I can deal with the students or not.
Mm.
It is already reflected in my CV.
Mm.
So I had to talk with professors and I had to show my skills on that particular subject as well as grade. Then I got the teaching assistantship offer.
Okay.
Also, not only that, but also like
Mm.
getting the references is the most one of the most important factor in
Mm.
the like with your profile. Your
Mm.
SOP is the perfect thing that you can like sell by yourself. However,
Mm.
you never know what is happening in your references.
Mm.
And I am very lucky, sir, frankly
Mm.
speaking, that I
Mm.
have mentioned like three faculties here because of the space constraints and all.
Mm.
However, I got 7, 8 faculties who wrote these many of the number of reference letters. They never
Mm.
felt tired for me to write these number of like as you mentioned, I got around 7 or 8 offers. So I
Mm.
already applied 2, 3 more also. So
Mm.
this bunch of they never say that no, I cannot or something.
Okay. Mm.
I cannot.
Mm.
So also that the things that okay about the reference letter, never
Mm.
write it by yourself. always
mm,
it should go by your faculty,
mm,
because some otherwise the languages whatever wants to use or information, it will be similar.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
so coming about the SOP part, I can show that that was one of my SOP of the University of Pittsburgh, because it was the one quite lengthy SOP. So
mm,
your SOP should stay about your whole journey.
mm,
Your SOP will reflect yourself, because no one knows you by name, no one
mm,
knows you about by face or
mm,
anything. They will know by your background, what
mm,
you did, what you can
mm,
do, what you are having potential, and
mm,
what are the benefits they can get by from you.
mm.
So you have to sell your SOP as much
Okay,
as you can.
okay. Mm. So, what do you mean by selling the SOP? I mean, what you should reflect on that?
Okay. Selling the SOP means that how we are selling. We are doing the marketing.
Mm.
Marketing, why, how we are doing the marketing? Putting our strengths over the
Okay,
other people, as well as covering our weak points. We are
okay,
the persons, we are the human beings. Everyone is having their weak points.
okay.
However, we have to like showcase our weak points even, that we are
Mm,
having our potential to work on it.
mm,
So, actually, like I have taken 1 year gap, that how I am covering 1 year, that I am working right now to prepare for the direct PhD. That
mm,
like I'm working that was like I couldn't prepare my directly from my BTech, because that time my papers were not published and everything. I couldn't take that risk. So that's how I have taken like 1 year step back and covered my those weak points and prepared my profile. Furthermore, I attended one conference, made the connections, how US people works, how they are thinking, what is
mm,
their thought points. That I
mm,
have tried to put in inside my CV, like
okay.
SOP as well as CV.
Mm, mm,
So
mm,
coming at that, what
mm,
I did that how like some other points I was feeling that no, I could have do more. So how I justified that, okay, I learned new tools. I
mm,
learned something that I'm always dynamic and try to make myself updated every time. Whatever
mm,
I am doing, though
mm,
in my college or be in my in the job right now.
mm, okay. So, is there any criteria of length of SOP, Swamijit? How
Yes,
long
of
it should
course it
be?
is there. Every university is having their own criteria.
Okay.
Criteria, I would say that,
Mm,
like you could say that this is the two-page CV is the standard CV.
okay.
Sorry, standard SOP.
Mm,
Somewhere it is called as personal statement. Somewhere
mm,
it is called as SOP, statement of purpose. Somewhere
okay.
it is called that is like some as an academic essay.
Okay.
So everywhere they want having the some different demand and everything. Like
Mm,
let's say that it was like as far as I remember that
mm,
it was has been notified that you have to keep within 2 page.
mm,
Somehow it is mentioned that uh, if my memory serves me well, it was University of Madison. They
mm,
asked for 1,000 of the words, and I
mm,
wrote around 950.
okay.
Some of the like it was I think University of Florida, they asked for 500 to 600 words.
Mm,
Even University of Michigan, then I got the MS offer. So they
mm,
asked for that as much long as you can. You have to provide every information, whatever you want.
okay.
So your
Mm,
SOP should not be as a fixed one, rather having one mother SOP and making the some others sisters or the daughters SOP from that. Though it is the
okay.
personal statement, be it is the SOP or any academic statement.
Okay. Mm, okay. So, Somajit, now, other than CV and SOP, what are other documents are required for US
Okay.
universities?
Yes, of course, there is a one more important point I might would have missed. Like sometimes you feel that the IELTS one is sometimes we cannot make that much of score. For me, it happened that some universities I wanted to go, however, I didn't have that much of cutoff. So I got from my institute as the medium of like instruction is English.
Okay.
That certification saved me around 3-4 universities,
Okay.
and
Mhm.
really it helped.
So, is there any format for that document
Uh,
or?
no, not as such. That is not. It is not as such. It sometimes happen that transcript is having on their back page,
Okay.
or you can request your institute through mail or to the dean so that they can issue the certificate. For
Okay.
me, I got it, and sometimes it happened that they might it delay. So you have to you take your responsibility to make them understand why it is required and how much impactful in your life.
Okay.
They will
Okay.
obviously provide it.
So that is alternate to else.
Yeah, and like of
Mhm.
the aisles that, like when every time you should have a backup,
Okay. That's
and
true.
the backup saved me. And one
Okay.
more
But
thing, before
mm,
making everything, just you have to choose that which of the universities you want to go, that are your dream universities.
okay.
So when you will have the list of the universities, you
Mm,
can see the like selection criteria. Some people are saying that selection criteria you need the GRE score of, let's say that 310, 320. Some are saying that you need the IELTS score of, let's say 7.5, or these many things. So what are the, if you do not have in your profile, how you can manage that one? Or like after making all the managements and everything, how many universities you can cope up in your list? If your less than 10 universities are coming that need some extra effort, leave those universities. It is my suggestion. For me, it happened. I wanted to go UT Austin.
okay.
However, UT Austin is having the similar type of ranking that universities I have applied and got the offer. So,
Okay.
but UT Austin is too much rigid about the GRE
Mm,
score.
okay.
Michigan State, I applied. I didn't get any response there. So there, they waived off the GRE, as well as one more I think Cornell. Cornell
Mm,
waived off the GRE from me.
okay.
So until like I did never applied the GRE for there, because it
Mm,
is for me that not proper way to invest my time, because
mm,
I am having the shortage of time.
okay. 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 So, Majid, so can we come out of your this personal statement and we can,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Now I request you to tell us about your selection, Somajit, and also the course like MS or PhD or what.
Okay. About that, first I decided what to do for me.
Mm,
Then I decided that I have to go for the higher studies.
okay.
Okay. So then I looked forward first in the India.
Mm,
However, I felt that in India there are the two difficulties for me. I
okay.
cannot get the proper funding for the research.
Okay.
Secondly, that
Mm,
like it will be like India is too much competitive to get a PhD or MTech degree.
okay. Mhm,
In the like why I am saying, though I am a graduate from the IIT, and though I
mm,
have like equal qualifications of a GATE qualified, rather
mm,
I feel that it is too much competitive,
mm,
because uh, it will be the one spot when you are giving the interview. If
mm,
you miss the date, if you
mm,
miss the point, if your luck is not with you on the
mm,
that time, you are
mm.
missing the opportunity.
Okay.
Rather, their process is well distributed. Your
Mm,
luck factor is obviously there. However,
mm,
it is not the live things you are encountering there. So it
mm,
was the easy things. Then I
mm,
found that okay, I can go abroad. I will get a
mm,
good funding, good
mm,
rank of universities, as well as the
mm,
easy selection process.
mm, mm, mm,
So this was my first criteria to go about the abroad.
mm,
And in IITs, like I wanted to go outside of the IIT system once, to
mm.
know what is going outside on
Okay.
outside the India.
Mm, mm,
Okay, so that was my first selection about to go abroad. Now
mm,
it came for me: should I go in the US or should
mm,
I go in the Europe?
mm.
Two
Okay.
questions came up,
Mm,
or
mm,
in the Australia or South. Then
mm,
what I did, that I have seen that okay, my final destination is the PhD. Why
okay.
shouldn't I go for the directly PhD when I
Mm,
am having the profile as I won't say that it is in the topmost level, rather it is a competitive with the others.
Okay.
So then
Mm,
I started to work upon the direct PhD because getting the funding in the PhD is an
mm,
easier way rather than the
mm.
MS.
Yes. Mm,
So
mm,
I always try to look into the funding. If I
mm,
get an offer or
mm,
like then I will manage the funding. I knew it.
mm,
So
mm.
that was my choice. And in the Europe, you cannot go for the direct PhD.
Okay. Mm,
So I
mm,
have only one option. It's either in
mm,
US or in the
mm.
Australia. Rather, I
Okay.
prefer that if I apply for the US systems and everything, I will
Mm,
get lots of universities having the good amount of the like similar amount of the ranking.
okay.
And one advantage is that my cousin already in the US, so she can guide me in the procedure.
Mm, mm. Okay. Mm,
So this is the things all about which country I should go and which course.
okay.
Then coming about the like about the university. And one more thing
Mm,
I got in direct PhD,
mm,
my
mm.
field was not fixed. Rather, my
Okay.
choice of interest was fixed. Like
Mm,
I was interested in the some specific topic. Let's
mm,
say that one is in the analysis, data analysis and all, and
mm,
another is in the payment as well as in the environmental some studies that is
mm,
recently in developed.
mm,
So
mm,
being a BTech guy, I could have applied everywhere.
mm,
However, if I be a MTech person or MS person, I couldn't
mm,
go for everything. Rather, I can
mm,
get a choice for a specific, and my
mm,
selection will be very much narrow. That I
mm,
didn't want.
mm,
Rather,
mm.
I
Okay.
wanted to go for the best brand, best
Mm,
institute, because I'm a person who is the brand seeker.
mm, mm. Okay.
So
Mm,
then I started to look forward about the institute.
mm,
First, I started to look into that where my civil engineering is there.
mm,
Then I am saying that this was my diary actually. I
mm,
noted everything. I
mm,
can show that.
mm,
First, I noted, there are many pages. So
mm,
it was my first pages was there, lots that. I noted
mm,
that till 250
mm,
QS ranking, which
mm,
are the universities having the civil engineering and
mm.
what are their rankings.
Okay. Mm,
Okay, I got the selections of that. Then
mm,
I found that what are their selection criteria.
mm,
Also, my choice of interest area
mm,
is where are they? Like,
mm,
is it really in that institute or not? Like,
mm,
I will say that, let's say, that Georgia Tech University, though my profile was matching and competitive, however,
mm,
I didn't get my choice of interest in there.
mm,
So I have to drop those universities. So
mm.
with that, I almost came upon around 25 to 30 universities in my choice of the list.
Okay. Mm,
Then, like, then I have seen that which universities are
mm,
easy to go for me.
mm,
Okay, university selection also like having the two factors,
mm.
whether what is the locality you are preferring, because I'm a person who is having some asthma problem and all, so I
Okay.
never want to go for that what are having the too much of the cold weather, like
Okay.
mountain time zone, as well
Mm,
as in that like too much northern part, let's say like you can understand that those areas.
yes.
So I tried to leave those parts and wanted to manage on the other like southern or eastern coast majorly.
Mm, mm,
And so with that one also my around 20 universities got selected. Then I
mm,
checked about the deadline.
mm.
I selected that my all my universities should not populate it on a single deadline.
Okay.
Rather, it should be in a spread out days.
Mm,
My first deadline was on the December 3rd.
mm,
Then it was December 5th, December 5th to University of Florida.
mm,
Then
mm.
it came December 15th,
Okay.
December 31st,
Okay.
January 1st, January 3rd, January
Mm,
5th,
mm,
January 31st.
mm,
Then it happened February 15th, February end, March 2nd week.
mm,
So I have an ample amount of time to deal with all the things that I wanted to improve on my next application.
Mm-hmm.
So I can show that with all those things, I have selected like around 10 to 12 universities. On I am having the Excel file. What are the requirement criteria, deadlines, other what are my backup systems, whether my like research areas are first preference, second preference, third preference, how many faculties are there, faculties name, their particular research profile, their arrangements and everything was documented in an Excel file. That
Okay.
Excel file is private to me, so I do not want to share it publicly.
Obvious, obviously.
Because sometimes like those things is like leading the person to deal with their own choice, and it will value your own effort. So these
Yes.
things, in actually all those things I would say that I have done by myself totally. Rather,
Mm,
I would thank Ankit sir that
mm,
who guided me that
mm,
what should I do on some steps. Some of
mm,
they are all my inventions. Some of the things that he has suggested.
mm.
Like I would say that I think one university I was living as forgetting. Okay, it was I think it was yeah, University of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
That I wouldn't be able to put like submit the application. Rather, he suggested me that I can get because payment work is going well in there.
Okay.
Yes, so those parts actually, somewhere it is being forced by him. Somewhere like we are having a long discussion to
Mm,
come upon a verge
mm,
whether should I really submit my application or not in that university. Why?
mm,
Because it is each university is $60 to $80, and
okay.
some university is 148 or $150. I
Mm,
can recall that like Tamu took $148
mm,
that
mm,
for the as an application fee. So it
mm,
is not a mere that we can apply for n number of universities like according to my choices.
mm,
I have to optimize my choice
mm.
because I'm not from that amount like rich background where I can afford this limitless amount of fund.
So, Somajit, how many total universities so far you converted?
Uh, like I converted like got the offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is eight, and
Mm,
still one more is under the process.
okay. And how many of these are PhD?
Two of them are PhD, and rest of them
Mm,
are MS.
mm. But why, Somajit, somebody should go for PhD? Because PhD is a long duration course. Unless
There
until
is
you
a
have interest.
two benefits. Like
Mm,
PhD, you will get an uh, like certainty of the fund.
mm,
You never have to think about like to run after the next semester again. You need the TSC or RSC or any non-teaching work to ensure your funds. Secondly, the benefits you can get that you can convert your PhD even in a master's after the first year if you feel that you are not capable to complete your PhD. They're flexible about it.
okay.
So you are getting the funds, you are having everything, you are having a free life, and
Mm,
as well as it will be I have heard from that I didn't experience yet. It helps to get the visa easily.
okay.
Like it
Mm,
is the rumors or whatever it is, I do not know actually because I didn't experience it yet.
okay. And what is the typical fund which you get in PhD, Somajit?
It varies from university to universities as well as
Okay.
where we are staying and where it is.
Mm,
For me, the Texas, it is we are getting all the engineering students are getting 2,250 per month, as
mm,
well as like some other departments are providing 2,350. So,
Okay.
like keeping the base of like those who are having the costing is equivalent to Texas, you can
Okay.
get a fund of 2,000 to $2,500 in range. My cousin is in Iowa State University.
Mm,
She is getting, she just completed her PhD by and just convocated right now. So
mm.
she was getting, I think, $1903 or somewhere.
Okay.
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 And
Mm,
like this is the states like Texas or something. My
mm,
like in the BTech days, like there was a one girl who was like, we are working together on the similar type of works and everything. So
mm,
we are having the cordial friendship. So
mm.
she is right now, I think, in the Brown University. So
Okay.
there she is getting, I think, $4,000, and with the up $4,500 after the
Mm.
tax deduction, she is getting, I think, 3,300.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Mm,
However, like expenses are too much. She
mm.
is expending right now, I think, like I think 2,500 has been expended there.
Okay. Mm, mm,
So it depends upon the states, depends upon the where you are staying.
mm.
Though the campus is a city campus or the rural campus or the town campus. For me, Tamu is a town campus.
Okay.
Like
Mm,
when it is the rural campus, like Iowa State University, so that cost will be less. That you can
mm.
save as much as possible. But UD, I can say that you can get a savings of 30% of your stipend at least to 50%.
Okay. Mm.
Like
Now,
if you
Somit,
can,
yeah. Now, Somajit, we know that in a masters you don't get that much of funding. So why Indian students do not go for direct PhD options? We have seen that compared to Chinese and all, that is very less number. What is the reason for that?
I would blame that that is our education systems and it is not motivating the students.
Mm,
Like I like in all the during our conversation you might have mentioned like noticed that I have mentioned that lots of times that my faculty helped me. They motivated me. They paved the way how I should do the research, how research should be, and how you should go. Whether
okay.
people feel that no, they should step back, they should think that what you can do, think about the environment. Like I can show you one example. In my second year, I was a person that who didn't know about lots of civil engineering. One faculty took a bet on me. He spoon fed me that what to do in the research. He
Mm,
just told me that first you need to understand the problem statement, understand this, that, and everything.
mm,
Then I, on the end of the fourth year, like right now, though I'm working, still in my hand, I am having two projects in my hand that is about to be completed within 1 year. And
mm,
I got one assignment also, one more project that
mm.
to complete within 2.5 months.
Okay. Mm,
Like I am not doing alone, rather I am having a team. I am
okay.
working as a guide in place of a faculty because faculty is having shortage of time.
Okay. Mm, okay.
So this is the one point. Second is that Indian sentimentals, like sometimes they are thinking that whether they can take the risk or not,
Okay.
whether their family do allow or not.
Mm,
For that, my friend that I'm telling, so in her family it was first having the problem
mm,
whether she can go or not.
mm,
However, again the faculty came into the picture. Those faculties they talked with the parents, they
mm,
convinced their parents. Even for me it was like they told me that if it was having I am facing the problem, then they
mm,
can talk
mm,
to my
mm,
parents that
mm.
why should I go.
Okay.
In our institute I have noticed that there are really lacks of very much like people who is there from the foreign PhD or direct PhD.
Okay.
Only one person is there who is having the direct PhD degree, and he is from the IIS, and he is
Mm,
right now HOS, head of the
okay.
school.
Mm, okay. So do you really think, Swamiji, that higher education from abroad, students should aspire to do that from top global institutes
Yes, of
abroad?
course. Like when we are investing, Like
mm,
I will like going to focus quote unquote of investing, because staying out of your family,
mm,
friends, connections to the
mm,
abroad, as well as you're investing 5 valuable years where you could have work and make much more money. So it is
mm.
an investment of 5 years of your youth.
Okay.
It should be in a such level of branded university where
Mm,
you can get the multiple terms, like terms of the return.
okay.
It should not be only that you are investing this amount, you are getting only 1x. Like, I'm
Mm,
not talking about that in terms of money,
mm,
rather in terms of respect, in terms of your research capability, in terms of
mm,
your connectivity, in terms
mm,
of product you are providing, in terms
mm,
of what you are providing to the society, as well as
mm.
what you can do in the future.
Yes.
That can, like, you should get at least twice, thrice, or what is your motivations, you should look forward. So that's
Mm.
why I limited to make myself apply in the this global rank of
Mm.
universities.
So, which is the highest ranked university you converted, Somya?
So let me check it.
Okay.
It was like, very difficult questions for me.
Mm,
uh, According to the QS ranking 2023,
mm.
uh, it
I
was
think John
for me.
Hopkins also you have got, right?
Yeah. No, but it is not in the civil top. In
Mm,
the, I think, TAMU is in the topmost for me.
mm.
TAMU.
Okay.
Because before, over and above, I
Mm,
didn't apply anywhere except Purdue.
mm,
And
mm.
also the parallel university, I have got the conversion. That
Mm.
was University of Michigan.
Okay. Mm, mm,
Purdue, like, I applied it because, just like when I was applying to the tab, so I thought that okay, let's apply to the party also, because it is
mm.
well competitive, and let me see that where I am standing with those people who are applying to the party.
Okay. Mm,
So it is having the judgmental call for me that okay, I can have the like verification of my profile. And
mm,
sometimes you happen that you dreamt something, and
mm,
like you are getting it converted, rather you want to go for the topmost. So just
mm.
I have checked it.
Okay.
So
So, may
along with that, yeah.
okay. Mm. So, may now you got MS, you got PhD. So, what is your inclination? Will you
Yeah,
be joining master's program or PhD program?
no, I am joining to the PhD in the Texas A&M.
Okay. So, you have decided that.
Yeah.
Mm. Can you suggest the students of civil engineering some of the latest research areas on which they should focus?
Okay, first of all the research fields is growing such a way that you can do whatever you want.
Mm,
However, in the recent days, applications of the machine learning, as well as the artificial intelligence and some robotics type of applications, and the semi, like, those parts is one in the hot topic in the market.
mm, mm,
Also, like in the payment industry is getting increased. So as the interdisciplinary field, recent days you can say that like self-cleaning payment, or
mm.
payment which can maintain its own temperature, or this type of works is going recent days. As well
Okay.
as non-conventional payment, it is not been worked till like not much. Also, payment design work is very less in India, so
Mhm.
people can work on the mechanistic empirical design of the payment. Yeah,
Okay.
I am being very much technical right now because to mention about the technical terms.
Yes. Yes.
Also working upon that biomimic structures in the
Mm,
structural field, as well as my BTech project was on the deployable structures with
mm.
cables and bars members. So there I have worked on the optimizations and all. So it is also a good field. However, this field is too difficult
Mhm. Okay.
like to deal with, because you need a patience, and getting a result from here, it will be a time taking.
Mm,
Also, like in the like geotechnical like applications of the polymer in the materials, like concrete, or geogrids and everything, like
mm,
we cannot make ourselves limited to the civil. Rather, applications about all other engineerings will help literally to us to make a new field that one can be a pioneer of that new like terms of the civil engineering. Also, remote sensing and those part is a good area of the research. However, these are in the TAL list, like
Mm,
technology alert list. This remote sensing. So those who are selecting the things, it
mm,
should be in a proper choice.
mm.
Though it is a
Okay,
emerging and everything.
wonderful. Okay, now Soumya, last couple of questions.
Okay,
One
sure.
is like, what after PhD? I mean, how much time does it take to complete PhD after BTech itself? And what after PhD? What are the career opportunities after that?
Okay. For the PhD, how much time? Like I got several opinions from several faculties. If you have the MS degree, you can complete your PhD with 4.5 to 5 years.
Okay.
However, like for the direct PhD, it will take 1 more year because you have some extra amount of coursework.
Okay.
Also, some people like my faculty suggested that standard time is having for the direct PhD is 5.5 years,
Mm,
5 to 6 years we can say. And
mm,
after that completion of the PhD in US, we are getting an free visa of 3 years. I forgot the name. What is that? So
mm,
that 3 years, I can anyone can work upon there as for the postdoc or having any industry experience or anything there.
mhm.
But however, my plan is to come back to India, serve the Indian society because I got many things from the Indian society
Yes.
and joining any premier institute that if I get the opportunity.
Wonderful. So if you want to join IITs as a faculty and all, then it is better, go for higher education abroad, see what is happening there, do
Yeah,
comparative analysis and exposure, and then come back and give back to your society. That is
yeah.
a wonderful idea.
Actually, my
Some.
faculty is also saying, guiding me the same way
Mm,
because in IITs, foreign faculties are nowadays increasing. However, previously it was less.
wonderful. So, Soumya, now see, it was a very, very elaborate discussion, and we had a very long discussion here. Now, my last
Yeah.
question to you is like, you are from IIT, you are a graduate from IIT, wonderful academic background and all. Now, think of a student who is from tier two, tier three college in India, maybe not very good academic background. Can he also dream of getting higher education in top
Yes, of
university
course.
like
Why
yours?
not? Why not? I mentioned that I was a person who is from the vernacular media.
Yeah.
From there, if I would have got these many fellowships and all, anyone can do it.
Good.
So I would suggest one thing that like maintain your CGPA. In case of light part, I have seen that like frankly speaking, like, never mind about these type of like terminologies. Like in case of IIT, CGPA is mentioned as a 8 plus is documented as a good CGPA,
Okay.
and 9 plus is a extreme level of wonderful CGPA because these are very rare.
Mm,
However, like if it is from the somewhat lower grade of institute, try to maintain a good CGPA as well as have some internship which can provide you a good research profile.
mm,
So whatever you are having the less, you are coping up by something else.
mm,
No one is going to, your total CV will be judged in out of 100.
mm,
Somewhere you are getting 5, somewhere you are getting 50.
mm,
I was like, let's say that I got in my academics, let's say 25. My
mm,
research, I got 25. You
mm,
could have managed 5 and 55 there. So you are getting more than score than, like more score than me. It was
mm.
60.
Mm, wonderful. So that was very positive message from your side, Somajit. Let
Yeah.
anybody, and you're from vernacular school, that simply that signifies that life gives you opportunities at one stage or the other. If you become serious and start focusing on, where you want to go and what you want to do, life gives you opportunities, and you can, achieve big things in the life. So, Somajit, I must say that you have spared more than 1 hour for this entire interaction.
Oh, great. I didn't
And
notice the time. It was so
yeah,
enjoyment for me and interactive. The
mm,
time just flew in a blink.
yeah. And you have given a lot of information, and I'm very sure students who will be genuinely interested to explore opportunities abroad, especially from civil engineering background, they have
Okay.
everything in this video, which will, from how typical a CV should be there, and what should be there in SOP, and what are the research areas in civil engineering, what is a procedure. So everything philosophically and in a very concise and precise way you have explained, Somajit. I'm thankful to you for that, and I wish you all the very best for your career ahead, especially for your that idealistic thought that no, I will get education abroad and want to give back to my society. We hope that goes, and we wish you all the very best for your career ahead, Somajit.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, and thank you, your PhD team, for all the support throughout the 1 year, from the starting the IELTS class and till the date, and visa documentation and everything. So thanks a
Okay.
lot, sir. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Somajit.